Microsoft is basically, if you don't know, making a new console, guys, claiming they're making a new console. And they claim that it's going to be a hybrid console, which is a PC / console, gaming console. All right. That means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. Okay. For the average gamer, it's going to mean a lot of troubleshooting. It's going to be a lot of late night cries, a lot of frustration. And if you don't believe me, go take a look at the ROG Ally X. Okay, look at those reviews and the real ones, not the ones that are paid. Okay, go find your review that has somebody who actually purchased it with their own money. Okay, who is not on a paid promotion, and listen to what they have to say about it. Just about the setup, because that's really the hurdle that I think is going to be the biggest for most gamers who are console gamers and trying to move on to something like this and think that they're just going to plug this shit up and then, they're going to be able to play games, right? And you're in for a rude awakening. All right. I'm telling you right now, I had to go through a lot of shit just with the Steam Deck. Okay. Alone. And that's supposed to be considered lightweight. So just imagine when you get to this other shit, this Windows shit, you're going to understand when you're trying to play games and all you want to do is play games.
Just give me a second.
Rate of play.
Haley. You might feel some type of way about that because you're going to be shell shocked. You're going to be looking at YouTube videos, how-tos, all of this shit. All right. You may spend days on this, just getting it to play how you want it to play. Hey, look, man, I just want to play games. Well, to get to that point, you have to jump through these hoops. You have to download this, download that, update this, update that, which most of these things have nothing to do with your game system, which is something you just want to play. These are other apps integrated into this device that are just there as bloat, and they're forcing it upon you because I think Microsoft wants everybody to be a Windows user. That's what they really want at the end of the day. They want to convert a lot of people over to PC and Windows. Or else why would you put this in here? Why else would you cram all this other bloat into your devices? And this hybrid is going to be the same thing. I'm telling you now, I'm calling it. This hybrid device is going to be a PC, a hybrid PC game. Now, the one good thing I see out of this is if this comes true is that, okay, if this is a console that plays Game Pass and Steam, then that's a cool thing. I'm not even going to hold you. That is actually pretty cool. I would love to have a home console that would have my Steam library on there and be able to have my Game Pass shit on there too. That would be cool. And some PlayStation games that eventually would come over to PC because that's how only way you're going to get those, most likely those games. Okay. There's some games that have come out on PlayStation first or were exclusive to Sony for a while. And then they said, okay, now PC can have it. Those are some of the things you could look forward to buying that. Now, of course, the huge question is, what is this going to cost? And I think we all know that if the ROG, however you pronounce this shit, the ROG Ally X is going to cost $1,000, then this console is probably going to easily be something close to that. So you're probably at least going to look at $1,000 for this console. I'm calling it anywhere from, I'm saying $1,000 to $1,200, guys. That's what I think it's going to be. Don't be surprised when you see that. That price is going to definitely cut a lot of people off, right? Turn a lot of people off from it off top. I already told you about Windows and all the updates and the constant updates you're going to have to do for that thing. If it's a Windows PC, if it's going to be Windows, what's going to happen when you have to upgrade, right? Windows, I forgot, is Windows 12 out now? I don't even know because I don't use Windows like that. Every once in a while you have to update that shit, okay? Depending on what you're trying to do. And if you wait too long, it's going to be obsolete. They're not going to support it anymore, and then you're going to have to upgrade if you want to use other things. It's just their way of kind of keeping you pigeonholed into certain situations, I think. Because some people say, I'm cool with Windows 10, and I'm just going to rock out Windows 10 forever. Well, it works for so long, and then after that, if you want to do anything new, those new things will not support that Windows 10. You have to go to at least Windows 11, and then that's going to be a whole nother situation, okay? So that's my issue with PCs for the most part. I wish I could, you can't just have it and own it and play it. Like I could just go right now in the garage, open up that box in there, pull out my Nintendo 64, and I could plug it up and play it right now. No problems, no worries, no new updates, none of this shit, right? Just pick a cartridge, put it in there and get busy. Those days are gone. Those days are gone, and Microsoft wants you to know that those things are gone. And you also got to keep in mind a new generation. I mean, a lot of people are being born and bred into this, so they don't even know about the other stuff. Like, they don't know about the old console stuff. They weren't there. They weren't living through that transition like I was, and like a lot of people my age were. And that's kind of the crazy thing. I've lived through a lot of different transitions, and I see the good and the bad. That's probably why I don't want the physical media to go out like that. I still have a special place in my heart for physical media. I really do. And the power of that is the fact that nobody can tell you how to run those devices. But now people are dictating with this digital age. It's just completely different. You have ads that are unavoidable. Okay. Anything you do streaming wise, you're gonna have to watch some shit. All these fucking apps that we have, that, Amazon and all this shit, I'm watching fucking commercials and shit. I'm watching YouTube commercials, all this stuff. But you can, cut all that out. If you want to pay $20 a month, you can go ad free. It's just another way to monopolize you and monetize everything. And it's predatory, man. And I'm just not a fan of it.
Show me the money.
So when I see it dripping into the gaming sector, and I get a little upset, because this is a media that I really, really love. It's really special to me. It's something that I'm going to do to the day I die. I'll never stop playing. I guess you could just say I'm passionate about it. I feel some type of way about it. So that's why I still keep a lot of old hardware, and why I still play a lot of retro stuff, because it feels good and it's mine. And nobody can tell me when to play it. Nobody can stop me or put an update up where I no longer have access to it. It's mine, and I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So Microsoft is really batshit crazy, in my opinion. They don't know what they're doing, and that's why it's so hard for me to trust them and trust what they say. And I really just don't believe anything that they say right now, because their track record as of late has been piss poor, to say the least. So until they prove otherwise, guys, I'm going to assume that they're going to drop the ball again and again and again until I see something different. And that's just where I am right now. I'm just scorned. And like I said, it is what it is. I'm looking at Game Pass on a surface level. Okay. You're going to take from me. I'm going to take from you, until one day one of us gets tired of it, and then we're just going to walk away. My son is really the only thing keeping Xbox around right now, so I wouldn't have that bill. I really wouldn't. I might buy it once or twice out of the whole year. So a couple of months out of the year, I would have it, and I'd play the games I wanted to play, and then boom, that's it. Other than that, if I see a game I wanted to buy on a sale digitally, I would do that. And even then, I'm sketchy on that, because it's not the same as Steam, right? That's where I am right there on that. Matt Booty. Okay, and that is his name, if you're wondering. I'm not playing. His name is Matt Booty, Matthew Booty, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, it definitely sounds like it goes with a nice tub of warm liquefied butter. This guy said something that I just couldn't believe he said. It made no sense to me. And it was making its rounds on the internet. And basically he was saying that their competition right now, their main competition, isn't other companies like Sony or Nintendo. Their competition is TikTok. Yeah, he said that. Matthew Booty said that TikTok is his competition. You can't make this shit up. He said that. And I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck. Okay, I still try to figure out what's up. You're gonna spend time. Everything costs time. Whether it's 30 seconds on a TikTok or YouTube short, Everything costs time. Games cost time, and games typically cost more time than that. So I don't understand what he was saying when he's trying to compete with TikTok, because the average gamer is going to put in a game and at least they're going to play that game for a half hour, at least on average. And so him saying TikTok is competition, I think he's just smoked one sherm stick too many. I think one endo stick too many has been lit, and he doesn't know how to handle it.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
And I still don't understand what that was. And that's what I mean, guys. These people, Matthew Booty and the likes of him, they really don't understand that we gamers, they don't understand the passion. Okay, they don't play games. They have nothing to do with games in their downtime. They don't play games. They don't understand what this is. They have no sympathy for the devs who work on this shit and what they have to go through and all of this. They're oblivious to it. And so when you say shit like competing with TikTok, that just shows me, it cements that these guys they shouldn't be in this realm. They should not be in this field. They should hire people, especially those types that are making these decisions. They should hire people who actually love or actually like playing games, who that grew up playing games, that knows about games, that are into that. That's just my personal opinion. You can hire whoever you want to hire if it's your company, okay? I'm just saying that with somebody with a half a brain, you would think that's what they would do. But they don't. They don't. They can't even hire the people who are, quote unquote, just in on making money. Okay, I just want to make you guys money. I'm going to hire me and I can make your company money. They can't even do that. They took like a 29% loss in the gaming market, in the gaming sector. So it should show you that whoever you've hired in this gaming sector should not be here. Shouldn't be here. Whoever is making these decisions or made these decisions to buy these companies, guys, and then not do shit with them and axe all these projects and all these studios, they need to be taken out back somewhere and shot. They do. They don't deserve to be in this video game sector. They don't, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And it shows. They're a walking nightmare.
Acknowledge me.
They don't have any direction. They don't know what they want to do. They damn sure know now, at least, that they don't want to do exclusives. So that's done. All these other ones that are left coming out, they're not going to be exclusives anymore. Okay. They say if Fable comes out, that it's going to also come out on PS5 and so on and so forth. And it probably will if it does come out, but I'm still going to hold my breath. I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. That's the last game I'm waiting for, to be honest with you, from them, that I would actually play and actually look forward to. When that comes out, 2027, 2028, they're a mess. Let's just keep it real. They're a fucking mess. I don't think they're walking away from this anytime soon. I think there's going to be an issue with this new console as far as the entry level and how people get these things and are able to get that learning curve down. I think that's going to push a lot of people away from this. The price is definitely going to do that. If the price doesn't get you, the ease of use will. Okay, if you're not ready to deal with that and you're not a PC gamer and you're used to playing consoles and you're used to plugging it up, starting it, maybe one good update, and then boom, have at it, you're going to be hurting. You're going to be in for a rude awakening. That's all I'm saying. So just please get ready for that. Please be ready for that. Okay. If you're in for a challenge and you know it's going to take some time, you're going to, you need some elbow grease. Okay, cool. And you want your Steam library on this console? Cool. Do your thing. But I'm just telling you, be ready. Just be ready. I don't know, guys. I mean, we'll see. The only time will tell, right? Could I be wrong? Could this completely be turned upside down on its head and this new console could just be just everything that everybody ever wanted? It's possible. Anything is almost possible. That doesn't mean it will happen. Okay. And like I said, who they have right now working for them, what's going on with them right now in the gaming sector. I'm not talking about the other sectors, because they're making money and they're not going to stop making money. But I'm talking about the Xbox division. I think they're slowly easing their way off of just the gaming sector, period. I think in 5 years, they don't even want to use the word Xbox anymore. They want Microsoft. All right. They want these devices to say Microsoft on them. And that's what they want. Just get ready for that ride. If you're still a fan, if you're still trying to hang in there for Xbox, do that. All right. I don't have the heart to tell my son all this shit. I don't have the heart to break it down to him like that, because like I said, he's still, that's his system. So, because I love my son, I'm not going to do it. I'm trying to keep him safe, keep his feelings safe. We'll see, man.